Hello, how's everyone doing? Hi, Midnight. Hello, Labris. Gonna spend the next 2 hours on more pools and focus on grinding relics? No. For starters, I spent already 7 minutes eating. Yeah. I thought I had time, and then I looked at the clock and I was like, fuck! Fuck, not again! Here we are. And I haven't even posted that I'm live, by the way. Give me a sec. Come on. Did the stream die? No. No, everything is alive. Seemingly. It seems so. What the fuck? No, it's still here. What the hell? Nikki, looks like we're back. I have no idea what that was. On my end, everything seemed good. I didn't even got a warning for it. It did for a second. It's fine now. Okay. What the heck? What the heck was that? Alright, hashtags, and then we're good to go. HonkaiStarRail. I really do not wanna watch, like, the alts and everything that got leaked. Like, it really just fucks me off that people just immediately, like, fucking, you know... Oh, shit! We almost had a blackout! No! No! Oh, no. Oh, no. There's a possibility we might actually have a blackout today. Why did... It almost happened. We were saved, but I don't know for how long. Jesus Christ. Ooh, okay, hold your breath. Well, hopefully nothing will happen in the next 5 minutes. Keyword almost. Yes. Like, I literally saw the lights in my room actually go down for just a millisecond. Somehow, some way, the PC actually didn't shut down. And alarms actually started, you know, siring out of my, you know, out of my apartment. And I'm like, oh shit, we almost had it. We almost got there. You don't mind knowing that the kit, right? No, I am not minding it at all. The kit is fine. It doesn't really, you know, it's more like preparing yourself for what is to come, not really knowing what comes with it. This is what happens when you start streaming an hour earlier. But you've seen Rin's ult, right? It's so lore inaccurate. I wouldn't know because I haven't finished Fate. Labris. I am gonna play Fate, like I'm thinking of starting playing again, like on Friday perhaps. I so badly want to complete the visual novel. Like I so badly want to. Like it's so sad that last year I actually didn't got the chance to, you know, complete it. So I'm gonna lock in this time. Yo, hello Everinian. Hello Renoir. Welcome to the stream. That's the thing, Collider. It's not even a Fate Stay Night. That is okay. That's the thing. That is the thing, indeed. I have to see that it's not there. It's using Fate Grand Order stuff. Yeah, I think Fate Stay Night is canon to Fate Grand Order, isn't it? Fate Apocrypha is also canon. In all honesty, it is bizarre how the canons work in Fate, in all honesty. How are you? I'm fine, thank you. I'm good. I'm well. I am tired, but, well, I can tough it out. I know. It's okay. You don't have to answer. Anyway, I don't think I have anything more to do. I've done already the dailies. I really have to lock in into the story, so I guess we're gonna have to go ahead and, you know, continue exactly where we left off last time. Poor boy. It's nothing. It is something I'm used to. But thanks for the concern.
What are they all up to over there?
A birthday party. Whoa! Himiko is mixing the drinks.
Oh, there you are. We were waiting for you.
I don't want to get into the rabbit hole of Fate canon stuff, because Fate Stay Night and Fate Apocrypha are in two different timelines, and Fate Grand Order is in a different timeline as well. I specifically have asked my friends who are actually hardcore with Fate, and they have said that Fate Apocrypha is indeed, in fact, you know, in the same canon as Grand Order. I'm not exactly sure Stay Night in what canon it is, but, you know, I have been told for specifically these two, these are actually in canon. What are you all doing here?
We're here to celebrate the Astral Express making it through another trial, of course. Pom-Pom's heard all about your latest adventure.
We have never done that before. Why all of a sudden throw a party?
It's a modest celebration, but a meaningful one. You stopped Full Wish's scheme, and that is no small achievement. Regardless of what the people of Plain Arcadia or the media may say, we raise a glass to you.
Why did we not had any of that every time we were actually coming out victorious in every crisis we were facing? It would have been far better if we had, you know, a celebration every time. That's sad. That's sad. That makes me realize, you know, the wasted potential. They finally changed Welt's battle lines, by the way. Oh, nice. Pretty much Fourth Grail War in the 40s, if it went normal, leads to Fate Zero. Then Fate Stay Night Unlimited Blade works, Heaven's Feel. If the fourth... Sorry, hiccup. If the fourth game ended differently, leads to Fate Apocrypha. I see. I see. Well, if you think about it, coming to Planet Arcadia for vacation kinda was meant to be a celebration, relaxation trip after Amphorius, rather than just a little party in the car. But Amphorius was supposed to be technically a little bit of a vacation, or not vacation, more like a fuel stop. So, Panagoni was also supposed to be vacation after Velobog and Cienzo, but we all know how our vacations work out. It's not vacation, Midnight. It's not vacation. That's the thing. We should have a celebration every time we have a victory. That way, we can actually have, you know, more quality time with the characters we love, too. That is the wasted potential I'm feeling sad about. This feels a little bit out of place. Almost like, hey, let's make some happy memories before shit hits the fan. Hello, V. Welcome to the stream. Calling Amphorius a vacation is like calling Kato 9 a vacation. I wouldn't know what Kato 9 is about, so...
Exactly. You knocked out the mastermind behind all those creepy Joy... oh, whatever their name is. I didn't get to see it myself, but Don Hung described it for me. You killed it!
Yes, and we killed her in the process as well. Hello, Jacob. Welcome to the stream. Vacation for Trailblazer, working to avoid the end of the universe.
Your victory gave Blade a chance to free himself from Shuhu's flesh. Thank you.
So that's what happened. That's why he has a new form.
With a Lord Ravager looming on the horizon, everyone will soon be heading off on their own missions. Before that, it felt right to have a small gathering like this.
It's sad that it actually blocks off his half of his face, but in this angle, it literally seems a little bit symbolic. That is worrying. Saying these vacations were indeed to be in celebrations and relaxation after difficult trailblazes, it was never ended. It's just never ended up turning out that way. Yeah.
Now, Let's make a toast. Here's to everyone who fights to protect this Arcadia. And here's to all of us. The Lord Ravager can throw whatever he wants at us. But I know the Astral Express will keep streaking across the stars.
I really hope we're not gonna have our own worlds fed to us. To all of us.
Thank you. All of you. Having you by my side is what gives me the courage to face the future. I'll carry this strength with me through the rest of this journey.
Like the god I am.
Cheers.
Glasses clink together like your hearts beating as one. After finishing the drinks, the nameless each enjoy a brief moment of respite. Do we get to talk a little bit with them? Yes! 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 What's up, man?
Did you need something?
Yeah. The others are having a lot of fun. Why don't you join them?
I need a break. I felt worn out ever since coming back from Seafeld TV Tower.
Now seeing him and Hawk has given me PTSD to some degree. Yep. And Collider has climaxed. What the fuck?
Right now, it feels like I'm back in Oak Manor's banquet hall. At those parties, no matter how tired I was, I'd have to clutch my glass and smile, keeping myself calm. Mr. Yang insisted I should get a full day of sleep, but I didn't want to miss the chance to toast with you all.
Oh man, thank you for being with me on this journey.
I should thank you for letting me embark on this journey.
Man, the fact that Sunday has become the anti-hero who actually shifted to the good side. I love that. So sad. This idea that I had that every world we could have like a new, new passenger on board. You know? Like, I still feel so sad about that. Imagine how many characters we would have gotten to celebrate with us. It's kind of bizarre. It feels a little bit... It feels like they're trying to limit a little bit the screen time of other characters that they otherwise wouldn't, would have needed far more writing, I guess. You know what I mean? Because I'm thinking to myself, with how famous the Astral Express is, it would have a lot of fucking passengers, let's be honest. Hot take, but I kinda don't want to take a character with us from every world. I think you liked that idea when I had said it initially, Midnight, about a year ago. It would get crowded very quickly. Not really. Not really. After I got used to Limbus Company having literally 12 characters joining the fray, and everyone getting to have a little bit of their own personality shine through this great writing, I've come to realize that by now we would have had, not counting Herta Space Station because we were the ones who joined from there, by now we would have had, Amphorius doesn't count, okay, fair enough, Belobog, Chienzo, Sunday is already from, come on, man, you know I'm tired when I start forgetting names that I know so great, like so well. Shit. My mind is frozen. Penacony, thank goodness. Yes, Penacony, my god. I am tired. Okay, Penacony doesn't count because Sunday is from there. And now Plan Arcadia. So that would be just 3 more characters. Nothing too special, Midnight. We would have gotten Serval as passenger. Yeah, I'm still sad about that. Serval should have been Belobog's passenger. To be honest, is that really a bad thing to limit your selection? Look at most gacha games where a lot of characters are forgotten. That's just bad writing and also horrible, screen timing. Like, management of screen timing. They should have at the very least, a little bit of screen time for everyone. Okay, you and I have different definitions of crowded. I guess so. Maybe I was for it. I was for it originally, but after playing the game for a while and looking back, I kind of recall thinking about how many characters would be around all the time. It seems suffocating to me. It's an entire train, Midnight. I don't think it would have been suffocating. It would have been very lively, personally speaking. It would have been just counting Plan Arcadia. It would have been just 3 more characters. So I don't see where the problem is. Instead of being a total of 6 passengers, excluding Pom Pom, we would have been 9. And a cast of 9 members is not really that big. At all, as a matter of fact. The Astral Express family would feel diluted, looking back and looking forward. I don't agree, but fair. It's not very lively expressed to begin with. That's your opinion, Jacob. That's my opinion. I'm not trying to convince you. It's right. It's right. I'm telling you what I think. Aside from Matt's making most of it. Yeah. Anyway. Nice talking with Sunday. Okay, Walt.
I heard from Sunday about how the televised debate went. We won this battle because of you.
Was everything okay in the Astral Express? How was the situation in Dimension City? Was everything alright in the Express?
When the televised debate began, a crowd outside the station gathered to protest the Astral Express and nearly broke through the barricades. But the moment the Joy Ascendants appeared, they scattered without a second thought.
Man, they would have destroyed the Express.
I guess people know deep down which is more dangerous. A made-up villain or an actual threat.
They didn't even know that it was a made-up villain because they have believed the lies. In their mind, we were an actual villain. They just valued their life more. Thank goodness they were not that fanatical.
But I am more concerned about you.
I'm feeling okay, why?
I've seen the footage of your fight with Fullwish. When you returned to the top of the tower, an enormous surge of power seemed to erupt from you. It reminded me a lot of when I saved you at Herta Space Station. Did you tap into the power of the Stellaron?
Yeah, we kinda did that. I remember when Midnight said that, I remember when Midnight said that Aha didn't actually gaze at us. Fuck! Maybe?
The Stellaron can be awakened by a wish, but its immense power always has a way of warping reality. As the wave of wish power surged toward you, it brought hope and blessings, but also dark intentions and malice. What might it do to the Stellaron? We have no idea. Be careful with this power you have, no matter how tempting it may seem.
Aha did gaze at us through the moon. That's the thing. That's what Midnight told me, that it wasn't actually Aha, it was the moon. But was it the moon? You know what I mean? Like, Hey, Pom Pom. Mr. Monopoly.
Pom-Pom heard you've got a solo mission coming up. Be safe, will you?
Sure. Do you remember anything from before the Express got back up and running?
Sadly, Pom-Pom can't remember most of what happened right after the Express crashed onto this world.
How convenient.
Pom-Pom's memory of those years is like a fogged-up Express window. No matter how hard Pom-Pom tries, Pom-Pom just can't wipe it clean.
We still don't know what Pom Pom is, by the way.
But it's okay. After passenger Himiko repaired the Express, Pom-Pom got to share a one-of-a-kind journey with all of you.
What's weird is that they talked about how Foes made a second evil moon in the recap. Yeah. But no voice lines of descriptions he said ever said anything about this second moon. Yeah, true. Where's Aha? Because it's the simulated universe, he did appear directly. True, probably doing his thing. Aha seems to do random stuff and shows up in many different forms. I don't really believe that, Jacob. Something has gone wrong with Aha. I am almost convinced. I just don't have any proof for it. How did you and Himeko meet?
How did passenger Himiko appear? That's odd. Pom-Pom can't remember a thing. All Pom Pom recalls is having a long and fuzzy sleep, then being woken by a knock at the door. And just like that, passenger Himiko was on board.
What? What?
The day passenger Himiko knocked, it felt like Pom Pom was waking up from a dream. The Express's heart started beating again and the lights flickered on one after another.
You sure are the spirit of the Express, aren't you? Have you heard of the name Man, Pom Pom really hasn't given us anything. Have you heard of the name Graphia?
Graphia? Pom Pom hasn't.
You have been of great help, little Pom Pom. Thanks. I could kick you out the fucking window.
But Pom Pom always dreams of strangers when Pom Pom's asleep. They seem to be bustling around the Express, and there are soft clinking and clanking sounds, just like the sound of stars twinkling.
Soft clinking and clanking. Himeko is a robot. Can you imagine? Please don't tell me that her father, in some sort of fugue state, actually created like a Himeko replica of his daughter or some shit. Like, as an android, or I don't know what the fuck.
But every time Pom Pom wakes up, their faces slip away. Pom Pom is only left with a warm and comforting feeling, knowing someone had taken good care of Pom Pom.
Man, he didn't tell us anything! He did not tell us anything! Nothing solid, at least. Not gonna lie, Head the Recaps keeps on sort of gaslighting on us, gaslighting us on things that wasn't explained. I mean, I do like the recaps because it, at the very least, you know, recounts the events themselves, regardless of context. So I don't care. Even if they are trying to throw us off, still, I don't mind. As long as they tell me what happened in the previous episode. I can believe that he could do that, but I do have a feeling something is wrong. Yeah, Aha doesn't care if he dies or not, he always lives for the moment. Yeah, well, because the Express was crashed when Himeko first got on, she hadn't fixed it yet, and it was just buried there on Hatopia for ages. I guess. You're looking into it too much, Collider. Pom Pom is just Pom Pom these nuts. Man. Okay, look. Take a breather. No spoilers, Collider. Yeah, I'm asking rhetorically. I'm not really expecting an answer. Pom Pom was probably unconscious the entire time the train was crashed in Ahatopia before Himeko fixed it. I see. Welcome, Doctor. It's time for me to say goodbye.
Safe trip. Pom Pom will take good care of the Express while you're away.
You sure do that. Himeko, why do I not get to talk to you? Oh, Himeko is focused on her phone screen, seemingly messaging someone. Someone? You're not spending time with anyone, and it's your place. You had the perfect chance to actually talk to us a bit about it. Man, they're talking about us being glued on the screen all the time, and yet look at that hag.
There you are. March and I were talking about you.
What about?
You, me, and March. The three of us.
Exactly. The power trio of this Express.
I cannot think of anyone that Himeko specifically would message, excluding maybe her father, but I don't think she would want to, and, you know, Pearl.
this trip to Plain Arcadia is the first time we weren't necessarily working together toward a common goal.
True.
You dove into the Phantom Moon games. I crossed paths with that relentless old friend and foe again. As for March, well, she spent her time wandering and eating. Her perfect little vacation.
Listen to me. After all the bullshit she specifically went, I don't mind if she was the one to actually take the vacation for once.
Wait, hold up. How come all I get is wandering and eating? I grabbed plenty of comics as well.
Excellent work.
I call it cultural exploration. With a little extra time for me to recharge, of course. Right?
Right.
Now that we're having this little break, it hit me that I might have neglected you and March.
Don't hang, we are peers.
Why are you suddenly acting like the adult here?
Blade has accepted General Yao Guang's proposal. Perhaps he has finally moved on from past grudges and that abundance curse, and is now ready to do something for himself. It's going to be a path fraught with danger, so I had hoped to accompany him for a bit longer, but he refused.
From
now on, I will turn my attention to this world.
What are you going to do next?
Mr. Yang and I have been asked by General Yao Guang to help with setting up some defensive formations.
I've got work to do too. Mr. Ashvale wanted someone to accompany him to the tavern to investigate clues about Asat Pramod. Yours truly figured she'd been resting long enough, and it was time to stretch her legs. So I volunteered.
Why would he need someone to help him? I mean, convenient, but why? He has been working alone this entire time, and he's like, I feel like I have been company today. Who should I invite? Oh, there is that pink little girl from the Astral Express. Yes, that is the perfect candidate for, you know, being like the assistant. Can't believe we're splitting up again. Stay safe. Don't make me worry too much.
No problem. When you come back, you have to share everything you saw in the world in Canvas.
He probably didn't need someone to help him, but he probably likes having company. Why March though? He barely knows her, but whatever. At this point, he might have had a better chance to actually invite Silverwolf. Also, Mats volunteered. He didn't not ask her. I mean, sure. But she specifically phrased it as Asville wanted someone to accompany him. So, whatever. I'm you know, I'm taking it a little bit too literally, I guess. She's a perfect candidate for investigation, judging by her skill. Yes, definitely. She specifically phrased it as I volunteered. She did say I volunteered right after she said that someone wanted to accompany him, so... Well, I guess he was the one who picked it. That's what you're trying to say, huh? He was the one who picked her, I mean. In other words, he made it known that he did want company, she volunteered to be in the company. Midnight. I do understand the context. Just because I'm looking a little bit too into it, it doesn't necessarily mean that you're gonna have to break it down for me. It sounds like I'm an idiot. Never mind. Oh, now we can talk to Himeko.
Just in time. I've talked to Madame Pearl.
Yeah, of course, you were talking to Pearl. You're saying why would he pick her, but he didn't pick her. I know, some questions are rhetorical. She said that she volunteered, so he wanted someone to accompany her, and she volunteered. We don't know who else could have possibly volunteered. Volunteering doesn't necessarily, you know, doesn't really becomes an exclusive thing to just one person. So that's why I said it. But again, maybe I was looking too much into it. So what else am I supposed to say? Well, fair enough. Fair enough. How long was the timeout, Collider? Man, that doesn't work. And you know very well that I timed you out for 10 seconds. And now I'm gonna time you 10 more seconds.
She will handle all the arrangements for your passage, so you can enter the world in Canvas to find my ancestor Graphia.
When should I set off?
Actually, I hoped you could take some time to rest first. Once you've fully rested, you may make your way to the dock in Seafeld City. Madame Pearl has a special ship waiting for you there. It will take you to the border between this world and the world in Canvas, a place known as Inkford Hermitage. That's your final stop before entering the world in Canvas, a place to gather your supplies and rest up before you set out on the journey ahead.
The way it was said, I didn't get the vibe that anyone else also volunteered, but that's just me. Who knows? Maybe someone did. I mean, when you say I volunteered, that brings up the question, okay, so did anyone else volunteer, or did he choose you specifically, or you were the only candidate and you went by default? Again, I'm reading too much into it, but yeah, I'm just saying. I don't know who else Asvale told. Maybe it was just the express crew. I guess.
I know you'll have to go alone this time, but I don't think it'll be dangerous. After all, that realm was created by Graphia, my ancestor.
Hopefully she will be as kind and sweet as you.
The thought of it makes me feel calm, in a strange but comforting way. If you get to meet her, please give her my regards.
Why can you not come? You're not coming with me?
I am indeed quite curious. I'd love to see this ancestor of mine for myself, and hear her story in her own words. But someone must stay here and keep watch. Madame Pearl wishes to confer with me and General Yao Guang about our next steps in dealing with Asat Pramod. So I'll be entrusting this mission into the world in Canvas to you.
But there is also wealth. Do you really need both of you to stay behind? Again? Oh. Also, what does exactly Asat Pramod mean? This entire time I have been thinking what this name could possibly apply, and I have nothing. It would make sense for him to only ask the express crew, in which case it's just a matter of which crew member is free to go with him, I guess. Why are you both stuck in one topic for so long? I don't know, man. We're autistic, I don't know. Since we're investigating Asat Pramod, I can't think of who else he'd ask. I guess. Because this is what happens, Jacob. Someone says something, and to make sure we are not misunderstood, we clarify into the ground. We do keep doing that, don't we? I find this part funny because the fanbase is getting what they want. Himeko staying on the train. True! If she was to come with us, she would be in danger. Fuck. Now... Now I'm conflicted. It means dead joke. I actually have no idea. Devs listened. Devs listened, yes. Himeko stays in the train, like the princess that she is. She will not put herself in harm's way, and we can all be happy.
Go ahead. Set out once you've rested up. I'll be here with Welt and the others, awaiting good news from you.
Sure. We are going all alone, with Blade by our side. Well, spending some quality time with Blade, that would be it would be interesting.
In other words, that woman wants you to take Shuhu and jump straight into the veracity and leave the rest to the Eon's stomach acid?
Turns out he will ask Silverwolf to join him as well. I was almost spot on.
And this is between me and him, right? Why are you tagging along?
Relax. I'll say my goodbyes and be gone.
Really? After reporting us?
Funeral. If you ask me, this ending is indeed grand enough.
I don't care about any of that.
Yeah, I know.
There's only one thing I care about. Does he have to die?
Not really.
Here's a piece of advice, little cub.
Shit. Shit, now I realize why he called her that. It took me like a second. He also is a wolf, the bigger wolf. And she is Silverwolf. Man. This wordplay was great.
Whether he lives or dies is his choice. That's the one thing you don't get to decide for him.
Well, you get to decide it for him if you let him know that you want him to live. Usually that actually does work in anime.
It has landed.
What?
Nothing. Just a seabird landing on the rocks. A blade forged of mortal steel cannot sever an undying fate. If Shuhu is to be put down, the options are few. And that Leviathan is one of them.
Her family instinct was kicking in for the whole patch. Yeah, I can imagine. People have been treating the Stellar Hunters far, far more like a family. I see posts about them constantly. The sky is so freaking pretty here. Yep.
In time, people will say this. The culprit of the Juming gave his life for the greater good and plunged into the abyss alongside the abomination.
I'm not as noble as you make it sound. Many years ago, you invited me to join the Galaxy Rangers. I refused for one reason.
You could have been a Galaxy Ranger?
I'm a petty man. I was never born to carry some greater good. This is between Shuhu and me. Nothing more.
Wow. You believed in the Galaxy Rangers, huh? Interesting how the only thing that really holds you back is that you're self-centric.
Can't argue with that. A Galaxy Ranger through and through. Well then. I won't say anything more.
Blade, you sure about this?
Silverwolf is showing so much emotion.
For years, death has clung to me like a curse, etched into my bones. If there is a chance to make a god feel the same pain, I would do it, even if this body is reduced to ash.
Watch him become Venom.
As for everyone else, there's no need to drag them into this. We'll proceed as Yao Guang proposed. Bury Shuhu at the end of the world in canvas, taking me with him
and let the veracity dissolve us both.
Wow. Silverwolf going from completely apathetic and stoic to full on to a full on kudere over here. Yeah, she does show emotion to the ones she likes.
Take care.
How about you stay as well? You might as well see it through to the end with us.
Plain Arcadia has bigger problems that need my attention. Your instincts were right. That meanie pulling strings from the shadows is none other than a Sat Pramod.
By the way, was that Silverwolf's attempt to actually ask Asvale for help?
Who else would want to kick a Ha's head like a ball?
Yes. Now that's that's quite the phrase. This arc is the Silverwolf being a wimp arc. No, I wouldn't call it that. Silverwolf being a kudere is perfect, actually. I mean, it makes sense. Bait has always been the one she didn't have to worry about losing. It's not being a wimp to care about your loved ones. Yeah, exactly. I took it that way as well. That she was asking Asville for help.
So, I need to get back and finish my job.
Investigating a Lord Ravager sounds like a job you don't come back from.
Therefore, it also pays very well.
Yeah, right. We forgot about the pay.
Then here's hoping you live long enough to collect your payment.
That is also Silverwolf giving him a well wish. As much as a well wish does not sound. I don't know why this came into my mind, but Silverwolf is the kind of person who wouldn't want to actually show too much affection. So if you were to actually earn your driver's license, she will say something along the likes of, "Oh, hey, I hope you don't car crash." Man, I'm stupid.
Every time, when it's just the two of us, you go quiet.
Is this like a new expression they have on the models? I'm pretty sure this kind of like... What kind of an expression is this? A mixture... A conflicted face. This conflicted kind of face expression. It's something that I don't see often, or perhaps I haven't noticed before.
You know what I'm going to say. The seabird's flown off.
And so do you, huh?
It's time for us to go too.
Oh, here we go again.
The terror slumbering at the heart of Plain Arcadia is...
You know, it's like a cat who hates to let her owner she loves them. Who hates to let her owner know she loves them, but when the time comes that the owner has to leave, suddenly that she can't bear it. Yep, exactly.
Ouroboros.
Ouroboros. It's Ouroboros, but anyway.
After the swarm disaster, the veracity vanished, never to appear again for more than 700 Amber eras. Their last rumored sighting was 500 years ago.
History fictionologists claim that Ouroboros lies in wait at the edge of the cosmos, guarded by their children, awaiting the day of their return.
I've heard that story before, but it wasn't about the edge of the cosmos. It was Pier Point.
Ouroboros Nix. What the heck?
They say that the preservation is nothing more than a facade, and the IPC is, in truth, a cult devoted to the veracity.
Now that I would believe. They sure as hell eat up everything they own.
Organic life has quite the imagination. They've said other things, too. That Louis Fleming seeks to ascend as the Eon of Wealth. That the Council of Mundanites are mere hounds of Dr. Primitive. That the Marketing Development Department colludes with the destruction, turning a blind eye to the spread of Stellarons.
That Lady Aglaya actually had a child with that fucking blasphemer, and her child actually became a cult leader. Yeah, history fictionologists say a lot. That is true. They do have quite the imagination. You were expecting me to say these nuts again? I mean, you prepared me for that. This part made me freak out. Really? I love how they pointed out the community theory that the IPC was a part of veracity of the veracity here. Wait, that is actually a community theory? Wow.
Such rumors are endless. I believe the General should be able to tell which are true and which are not.
The Council of Mundanites are mere hounds of Dr. Primitive. No, the heck they are not. Ratio lives in his life completely counter to Primitive's philosophy. Yes, the IPC being a veracity cult is a community theory. If it is a community theory, let's be honest, this is most definitely true. They're just bullshitting them. I mean, they're bullshitting themselves. You know what I mean? This is one of those cases where the government is like, no, of course we wouldn't do that. And they're actually doing that. MK Ultra kind of, you know, kind of conspiracy theory. Rain and Archer has a joint attack? Yeah. You didn't know? Saber and, you know, Gilgamesh also have a joint attack. Now that looks more FSN. Yeah, I know. The annoying thing is the community will likely run with the Council of Mundane Needs thing because Ratio has quoted Primitive before. Really? But Primitive philosophy does not go in with Ratios. I haven't realized. What quote was with Primitives? Huh.
I've never heard the last one, so let's assume it's the only one that's true.
The last one. The market development department colludes with the distraction. Oh, most definitely. That is just sound. And laughs. This was way back in 1.6 when Ratio was introduced, but he was basically approving of the way Primitive thought about a certain group of people. I see. Himeko team lineup contains Dan Hank, PT, Sparkle, Blade SP. But Ratio is all about advancing civilizations. That's what he lives his life for. And Primitive is set on regressing civilizations. Yeah, two sides of the same coin.
Such terrible breath. Once this Leviathan awakens, the Arcadia's destruction would be all but instantaneous.
For now, This remains conjecture. The sealed remains appear to be a husk that Ouroboros once shed. Why it's here, and how it's connected to the elation, remain unknown. Yet even a fragmented remnant of an Eon is a threat that can't be ignored. The calamity of the Leviathan must not be allowed to re-emerge in this world.
Naturally. That is why I'm here. And it's about time for the two Nameless to arrive. Oh, you're just on time.
Oh, that's what Welt was occupied with. That's why Himeko had to stay behind.
General Yao Guang, as instructed, warding talismans have been placed at over a dozen sites across Plain Arcadia.
My thanks. It was Mr. Yang's talent of creation out of nothing that allowed us to reproduce dozens of plumes and complete the deployment with such speed. Now, with Yin and Yang aligned, and all four aspects in place, as long as we set up the last formation core, the Decalight reflection barrier will be complete.
Using the divine
Decalight.
eye of the
Decalight?
Spiritus to weave a giant web, one that ensnares countless possible futures. General, have you truly made up your mind?
That sounds a lot like what Aglaia was doing with her threads, huh? Interesting.
Though Shuhu has been eradicated, the signs of doom have not faded. On the contrary, they grow ever clearer. After much consideration, the source can only be this restless corpse.
One crisis is yet to pass, and another is already upon us. The Arcadia's ley lines were already riddled with scars, and now even the ancient tree's seal is starting to loosen. While Evanesia is asleep, someone must take up her duty to guard this place.
But defending
Evanesia
isn't
fell
the
asleep.
way of the hunt. If you don't want to become the prey, you must become the hunter.
You must become preservation.
General, do you intend to go on the offensive and suppress the remains of the Veracity?
How could I? The Joy Seeker could barely confine that husk using the Abundance's ambrosial arbor as its cage. I'm not that arrogant as to place myself alongside the gods. I'm not here to guard against an Eon, but against a lesser menace. Lord Ravager Asat Pramod. This barrier is prepared for him.
Asat Pramod has been meddling with the game from the shadows. His intentions unclear. We know little about him or the Veracity. By chance, however, a friendly citizen has provided us with intel.
Silverwolf?
Ouroboros' remains are in Ahatopia, aren't they?
Oh, Kuchiba.
Silence is an answer in itself. I've seen that reaction too many times.
I'm not surprised that you were the first to discover it. You were in the Torn Scroll too. The probability of you noticing was 24%.
Ooh.
That's a little low, don't you think? I'd put it at well over 90.
She sure as hell made it sound like she was over 90.
What I don't understand is this. There were countless ways to verify your hypothesis, yet you chose the most unconventional one. You bypassed security and broke into the building to confront me in person. What is your objective?
This is no confrontation. It's a warning, Madam Pearl. I'm a security officer, and there is only one reason I'm here.
I'm a security officer, okay? Now, just because I broke into the parliament, basically what she says, that doesn't make me anything different. I mean, if you consider that Pearl is the CEO of Ahatopia and all, think about it. Saying I'm a security officer, doesn't really cut it after that. At all, actually. What can I say? What can I say? Wait a minute. Is everything working properly? Everything seems to be working properly. For 1 second I thought something was not working.
While everyone else is fixated on the Phantasmoon games, only the Department of Aberration Defense is watching other places.
Like the location where the new Herald of Death case was closed?
Correct. The incident involved 4 Daybreak Warriors, 3 nameless, 1 detective, and 1 officer. But just moments ago, a 10th set of footprints appeared at the scene.
After the investigation, we learned that the traces were left deliberately. A blatant provocation.
The Lord Ravager bent on destroying the Elation came uninvited. Make no mistake. Plain Arcadia is a stage he chose with care, and drawing the Abundance into the fray was hardly a whim.
Our top priority is to dispose of Shuhu's flesh properly to prevent it from falling into the wrong hands and causing another calamity.
That said, we cannot afford to ignore Asat Pramad's next move.
This giant web is prepared for that very purpose. Once the entire planet is folded into the divination's trajectory, under the gaze of the Omnitia, all possibilities will be laid bare. When that time comes, he won't wish to leave any footprints behind.
One final question. Why did the Lord Ravager choose to visit this place? Does he have an ulterior motive? Or is this merely some twisted joke?
That question should be left to the professionals. Don't forget, we have a detective who can't seem to rest. Let's hope the accumulation of variables can tip the scales in our favor.
Switching to Asvale. Alright then.
And so, the people set out, and the gondola, bound for distant lands, set sail.
Sorry, I'm conducting recon. Take your time. Hey, it's the narrator.
The end of the world. The Elation once again declared war upon the Veracity. K, frail little humans. Ouroboros split their mouth wide open. Whoever can fill my whole mouth with but a single thing shall receive a reward. My tongue.
Your tongue? What the fuck?
The fool known as the Shepherd captured a comet, but it wasn't even enough to fill the gap between the Veracity's teeth. The bartender Braji opened the wine cellar, yet they only grew drowsy, drifting off to sleep. And en route, he crept up to the Veracity's ear and told them a corny joke. The Veracity pondered it for 10 amber eras, then burst into laughter at their own amusement. En route spread his hands and said, "See? I filled your mouth with laughter."
Then what happened?
Then the Veracity said,
So far I have found 2 videos about Novaco and neither of them are used Sparkle.
"Are you kidding me?" And with that, they opened their gaping maw and tore en route to pieces.
What kind of nonsense is that?
It sure sounds like a true scenario.
Those are the facts, my inquisitive auditor. If you want to hear more stories, you're welcome to discuss with your classmates.
Classmates?
We came here to investigate the veracity in Asat Pramod, but all we got were stories that only a 3-year-old would believe.
Well, you should probably become a 3-year... I mean, you should probably actually consider the possibility of stupid stories actually being reality. Because sometimes... reality is weirder than fiction? Yes.
Rumors don't just appear out of thin air. It's just a matter of how much truth you think they hold.
At least 90% of that was made up.
Really?
Sometimes that last 10% is all you need. Oh, plenty of bystanders around. Let's hear what they have to say.
Open the detective notes to view the newly added clues. We're actually playing a detective game? Ooh. Wait, I'm gonna have to... Well, I'm gonna have to... Yeah, I'm gonna have to create a team of my own then. Wait a minute. What kind of a team do I need? Is this team good enough? I'm not sure if Ashville needs Triby. Or perhaps Sunday. I can't remember. Crap. I'm too tired to remember. Well, give me a moment to grab a glass of water as I try to remember. I'm too thirsty. Alright, I'm back. This green guy is 100% voiced by Bill Butts, Albert. Really? Asheville, Blade, 3B, Akinthea. Okay, so I have correctly chosen everyone. Definitely Asheville based in slot. Okay. I meant to make the Asphalt team a second message, but accidentally combined it with the first one. That's okay. I'm glad that I got it right. I'm really glad, actually. I was sure that I was actually having a mistake there, but turns out Triby really is the one.
You two! You didn't shout. didn't clown around, and you didn't even stuff notes into anyone else's mouth. Such diligent fools are a rare sight indeed. Oh, you're not fools at all? That makes sense. That makes a lot of sense.
Okay. Screed
They
those.
say a dull pen beats a sharp memory. My memory's dull, and my pen's not much better.
Hello, Firefly. How are you doing? No time, no see. So you are also maskful? You can actually transform like Sparkle too? God damn. Nice. You've got you've got a lot of tricks up your sleeve. Damn.
Then you must have a lot of stationery.
I didn't even understand what she said, by the way. They said dull pen beats. Ow.
A kindred spirit. Miss, it seems you're one of us as well. I've met far too many fools who can't even read. Oddly enough, those of us who truly love learning are the rare ones. Interested in studying the knowledge of the laughter? I have a reference book here. You can have it.
Hey, I know that voice. It did, but oh, thanks. But not gonna lie, she has done a really good job of trying masking her, you know, Firefly voice. Signed by Scarecrow, that records tales of mad fools who dare to offend eons. They really set a rite of passage in fool's career, rushing headlong into it, one of the another, never tiring of the thrill. Pay per second, one day tour of the Amber Lore, borrowing some poor sap's Iris, the poor fool shapeshifter. Man, that's a lot of shit to read, and my mind cannot possibly focus. I'm just gonna read the titles. Remnant dream of the primeval Imperium into the mouth of veracity. Everyone is a driller. I would have loved to read that actually, damn, that's so sad. Afterwards, say no to Aja. I see.
This feels completely made up. But, thanks anyway.
Oh, please. Thank the seniors. To compile this book, they offended every eon they possibly could, and narrowly escaped death at the hands of each and every one of them.
Wait, how did the Eons actually curse them?
As for me, I'm just the one who keeps the books circulating.
Okay, good work, Firefly. In case of the missing veracity, the assistant has compiled that says details of the detective on neat handwriting. A trail of unknown footprints appears at the abandoned station. A weird emoji running amok in the tavern. All clues point to the Lord Ravager Assad Pramad. The detective is back on the case. Will he be able to track down the Leviathan's footprints in the tavern? P.S. The refrigerator's cooling system is down. Remember to repair it. Note scribbled handwriting jotted down by the detective. Shepard, this guy summoned comments to feed the veracity. Sounds like a fairy tale. The fool whom en route met inside the belly of the veracity, pretty much similar to an extra dragged in to make up the numbers in the soap operas Mr. N loves watching. Now, plenty of bartenders in the Laughter's Tavern, but he is the most famous one. Rumor has it still hasn't paid off the tab from the time he cracked open the wine cellar. En route, feeding the Leviathan corny jokes, crazy idea. Highly doubt his wordplay will be enough for the Veracity to feast on. In a bizarre story, en route once ventured into the belly of the Veracity, managing to escape after plucking their shadow. Dorothy, haven't seen the name in Dangers. She has ties to en route too. Scarecrow, I guess he can be considered an old friend of mine. This guy actually wrote a book.
Oh, please. Thank the seniors.
Yeah.
You two asking about the veracity? You thinking about walking that path?
Hey, Albert. His name is Chungus. His name is actually the White Chungus. The White Chungus. Wow. Wow.
Walk the path of veracity? Do I need to eat everything in sight?
Technically speaking, last time you almost did because you were eating and you were going on your own little vacation. So, yeah. The wide chungus. Yeah, I know that was what was actually saying.
You got it. Kids always dream big. Some were bulldozers, some are monsters, and I am Autoborn. Yeah, and the man.
If the faction of Ouroboros was actually real, everyone who's actually obese, they would be in it.
Ugh, can
Most
you
definitely.
talk normal? Stop gulping for air.
I swore to become a veracity pathstrider. I eat everything. Tasty, nasty, anything I could chew.
What a Vorasti Pathstrider could possibly be like?
Finally, I'll pinch my nose and swallow loose mouth, and they looked at me.
Wow. Wait, why is Gilgamesh and Saber's joint attack actually so cute? What? It is cute because they... I haven't seen it, Midnight, I don't know. But they do have a little bit of a rivalry going on. I warned you about it last time. Gilgamesh is another evil alter ego of mine, but this time, somehow, some way, he found himself in an alternate universe where an alter evil ego of mine is already present. And I've told you before that Saber, ironically enough, does look somewhat like Aglaya sometimes. At least in colors.
Ouroboros?
Nah. Ah. Very regrettable.
Enough already.
I'm telling you, it was all bluffing. The fools didn't lose. Root and Dorothy, when the veracity wasn't looking, roll up her skin like a grape, snatched it up and poked it.
Eh?
Then poof, they were gone. Comic-Con Collective don't got a veracity card.
He tried to get the gaze of Ouroboros by eating everything, including Maul, but he only got Aha's gaze instead. Yeah. Seems like that was a little bit well deserved. I had no comment on that because that actually matched. That made me actually laugh. Nah, it wasn't as amusing to me, but not gonna lie. He got what he deserved.
I already filed a formal complaint with the organizers.
You should be putting this much effort into your studies!
Hey, friends! How was your first day of school?
Kill my... I wanna kill
Pick
myself.
you up after class.
Shut up! In another version of the story, Andrade didn't tell a lame joke. He and Dorothy made off with Eon's shed skin. Huh. Huh. So that's the truth so far.
Where were you just now? You opened the door for us and just disappeared. Don't tell me you're up to something again.
Imagine Ron eating actual mold. That's disgusting, I know.
Still doubting me. You're breaking Sparkskull's heart here.
At the very least, he ate mold and he actually did he did draw the gaze of Aha. Imagine if he actually ate mold. And he just ate mold.
That whole foolish thing. I took on every emoji in the tavern by myself, fought them all the way to the end of the world, and even wore my mask down to nothing. But honestly, this place runs on rumors. Aha is being chased by the Veracity. Aha chases the Veracity. We won't get anywhere following stories like this.
Let's go through what we know so far. Ooh.
Wait, I wanted to read all that, bruh. And Rod stole the Veracity shadow. Braggy opens the wine cellar. Eating slime mold will get you a glance of Aha.
Yeah, it's a complete mess.
Yeah.
So, after a bit of thought, Lady Sparksy came up with a brilliant idea. I borrowed a nifty little gadget from a friend. The unreal Sparks and Spark! No idea how it works, but apparently this light bulb makes you smarter the moment you put it on.
Huh?
Does this friend know you borrowed it?
A Supramod has a gun to our heads, and this is what you're worried about? He'll find out one day.
I don't work with thieves. Fuck off. Or more like actually go to the police station. I'm gonna call the, you know, how do you call the security bureau, however the fuck they are calling the police in this planet.
Well then, I'll go first.
Anyway, I guess you're picking Ilmes for your free character and then probably just gonna pull Rin. Yeah, pretty much. And I'm gonna invest obviously on Gilgamesh and Saber if the time ever comes and I don't constantly have to waste my tickets on other characters.
It doesn't look very reliable.
Yeah.
No worries. If anything goes wrong, the friend in my head will protect me.
You have any idea how schizophrenic that sounded? Also, it would be genuinely actually hilarious if she actually uses the fucking light bulb and the light bulb literally just makes Evernight come out. And that's basically the smarter version of March. Technically speaking, she is far more knowledgeable, so... Tell me I called it.
Doesn't seem to have any effect.
No, it's working perfectly. I get it now. All of it. No need to dance around.
Why are your eyes blank like that? And why do you sound like you're suddenly all high, almost like as if saying, I know everything now. Everything makes total absolute sense.
Our enemy is a Lord Ravager. There's only one question we need answered. How does Asat Pramod plan to destroy Elation?
Yes? Yes, and?
Correction. The effect is very obvious.
Not necessarily. So far, it's a little bit of a... How would I call it? More like a bizarre gizmo than anything. This question is something we already knew.
Judging by Nanook's habit of picking Lord Ravagers, I wouldn't be surprised if Asat Pramod was once a masked fool, and therefore knows Aha's weakness.
Again, that doesn't tell us much. That makes sense, but still, that could very well be. That could very well be assumed. They're always, you know, basically an opposite of what they face. So yeah.
The Arcadia is like a microcosm of eons and paths. People
We've
indulge themselves in
been through that
fabricated
before.
happiness, unable to pull themselves away from it. Many have expressed their concerns. This isn't elation. Aha is playing with fire.
Yeah?
A classic social realist deduction. Old-fashioned. Ooh, but effective. We're closing in on the truth.
Yes. The answer is all but revealed.
Please tell me it's not gonna run out of batteries.
You are a Pramod, Sparksy.
Oh yeah, I was right from the fucking beginning. Remove that shitty gizmo from her head.
Do you have evidence? Of course.
The truth is so simple that everyone overlooked it. The evidence is, you were the first person I met when I got off the express.
Shit, here we go again.
If I am Asat Pramod, would you and Grey Hair have been able to walk out of the school alive?
Yeah, as well, you have a little bit too much faith on Sparksy, first and foremost. For a detective, you're not really doing a good job, mate. And you, March, can you stop being, like, dumber than usual, pretty please? Remove the gizmo from your head.
Yeah, fair point. Just take that thing off already.
Do you have a headache?
That's weird. I thought I was on the right track.
The fucking thing literally... The fucking thing literally makes you feel very overconfident about your self-beliefs. Doesn't really make you smart, it just makes you sound smart.
Let me give you a lesson. Deduction isn't about people skills. It's about smart tricks and flawless logic.
Oh, here we go.
Watch and learn. Sparkle, master of the classic whodunit, has entered the chat.
I still want to kill myself. Oh, what?
You changed your clothes just for this?
So you're still one person? Wait a minute, who is the real Sparkle? Sparksy? Sparkle?
First of all, Ouroboros likes to eat. Secondly, whatever they eat disappears completely.
Well, whatever. I do like this facade better.
Therefore, veracity is also a form of destruction.
Otis would definitely have found what Sparkle was plotting then. She would do that dumb smile on her face when she knows she's right. True. Don't you remember that they merged back in 4.0? They didn't really merge, Labris. They just, I don't know, shot each other. If you go back into that stream, I was literally questioning out of my, like, my lungs out. What happened?
This is the classic mystery of one culprit, two identities. The one trying to kill Elation is...
Aha is trying to kill Elation.
the Lord Ravager, Asat Pramod, played by the Veracity!
What? How did we come to that conclusion? Eh? It's, what?
What am I even saying?
Oh, fuck off. You see, she became overconfident again.
Classic whodunit? This is more like a classic Who's the Dummy.
I see one right before us.
Ah, I get it now. All this thing does is make wild guesses sound reasonable.
It makes crackpot theories sound reasonable. Wow. Damn, that's some funky ass music in the background. Music fit for an investigation. Yeah. We've seen them in the same room since 4.0. Yeah, we have seen them in the same room. That gizmo would be awesome, Relic. I don't personally like it, but sure. Oh, I get it. It's an item made from the community. Huh? Oh, because it makes wild guesses. Yeah. I thought for one second I thought this was more of those occasions where they included stuff from the community again, but turns out you were just joking.
So far, that's the most accurate piece of information we've gotten.
No need to be so serious, detective. Why don't you show us what you've got? By the way, what type of detective are you?
Let's not talk about that.
Me? I'm the tough guy type. I don't waste time on useless details. I aim straight at the heart of the problem.
You don't look that tough. I mean, you are tough, but you don't look that tough. And you certainly don't behave tough much. Even though that's, you know, shadow on your hand really is, okay, menacing, not gonna lie.
You're not wrong. Assad Pramad is Nanook's weapon to assassinate Aha. Whatever his plan may be, the target doesn't change. Remember, as far as humanity knows, there are only 3 ways an Eon can fall.
Straight at the heart, you say. Delusional theaters, making fun of the IPC voracity theory, making fun of crackpot community theorizing nonsense. Brilliant. They sure did took everything, you know, every opportunity for, you know, the Elation planet to actually fool around now, didn't they?
A broader path engulfs a narrower one. Divine warfare between eons, and... the third one. What was it again?
Forcing an Eon to turn away from their own path.
What? You can do that? What's at the end of HonkaiStarRail saga? We actually don't defeat Nanook. We actually convince him to abandon the destruction. I have no enemies. Man. Okay, that was actually the bestest joke so far. Here we go, the big lowdown we've been waiting since 1.1. Sure. Eons will die if we force them to abandon their path because they are the personification of that path. Forcing an Eon to turn away from their own path. I didn't even know that was a possibility. How can you do that? How can you convince an Eon, or perhaps force an Eon, to actually stop what they're doing, basically? Why does this plot scream Intervallo? It's like cracking jokes everywhere. Not really. It's not an Intervallo. It's actually a main story, V. An important one at that. The problem is, we are basically in a place called Plan Arcadia, or Ahatopia, and it's basically like the laughter's planet. A Neon whose focus is all about the lols, you know. It's the elation, you know, it's basically the path of elation. They have to stop believing in their path. I think that's almost as impossible as any other way of killing a Neon. I mean, imagine what kind of absolute state of conviction you have to be in order to ascend to Eonhood because of your path, you know, because of the path that you create, because that's what you obviously, like, you believe in something so deeply that you merge yourself with it and you are that concept after that point. How the fuck can you undo that? Ascending to Eonhood is like a mortal comes to believe in an... Midnight. We literally said the same thing just now. Ascending to Eonhood is like a mortal comes to believe in an idea so much that they become that idea. Man, specifically that one brain cell moment right here actually scares me. That's like trying to get a scene to cease to exist. Yeah, for example, if an Eon comes to believe all is nihility. Yeah, continue, Midnight, continue. Because the way this sounds like these paths sound like sins, but if they were emotions, you get that what I'm getting at. Yeah. You literally become a concept. So how the fuck you undo that?
Whichever it is, none of it sounds remotely connected to Plain Arcadia.
So far.
So, what makes you so certain Assad Pramad is here on business, not on vacation?
Because we folks just dug up one heck of a treasure from underground.
The Voracity's carcass.
And in the stories tied to them, we've unearthed more than a few names worth paying attention to.
Yes, Scarecrow, Dorothy, En route, Braggy, Shepherd. Yeah, all of those. The Scarecrow?
Him? He caused trouble in Gotham City a few days ago. Carol threw him into prison.
Let me guess, Pearl had the Batman actually helping her, didn't he? Asheville was asleep that day, he couldn't make it, so she had to call Batman. Sparksy, go fuck yourself. Concept incinerator. Hey, the concept incinerator could work if you can shove literally a ginormous, you know, being into it. In Gotham City, man, fuck off. Like, imagine if the beauty of, for example, witnessed something so ugly, she stopped believing in beauty existing at all. All is nihility. The depression catches up to them because their idea to them no longer holds power. That's my thought on that. I guess so. Like, you have to actually prove, like, you have to be such an opposite to them that they actually get, like, deeply sorry for themselves, I guess.
I know. I was the one who caught him.
Oh, fuck off, Batman. The Shepherd? Can we trust Shepherd?
An old pal who can't stop lying. He goes on and on about death being a solitary feast, but I just saw him last week, alive.
About lying? Okay, I you know, that kind of holds.
I see you're acquainted. Please, introduce us sometime.
Braggy?
Baraji? Forget it! He's good behind the bar, but slippery as an eel. Ask him to work for Nanook, and he'd run away on the spot.
What if that happened to Aha? I don't know. Remember when Aha got created, that it was because of the variable of humanity, right? So, yeah. What if Aha died because she couldn't laugh anymore? I mean, I don't know. That sounds too bizarre. The variable of humanity is still there, so why would she stop believing in it? Choose all but the last one. The last one is the answer. I see. Thank you.
The former bartender of the tavern. Everyone knows him. Couldn't be him.
Dorothy?
That's just a title. Anyone with a girlish heart can call themselves Dorothy.
What? Really? What is that for real? Wait a minute. Is there some English phrasing here which I don't understand? What do you mean a girlish heart?
Between you and me, Director Sparkle used that name once too. Guess when?
On her, I don't know, on her explicit tape.
Looks like this clue has little value to it. Right. He's the one I can't stop thinking about. The stories change every time, but they all circle back to the same logic.
Gotham City, man, I'm gonna think about that for a while. Yes, Aha sent it to Ian Hood because he saw something that defied nihility. Yeah. Dorothy might be referencing to Wizard of Oz here. I don't know. Girlish heart just means sweet and innocent. I mean, I do know what girlish heart means, but I thought, like, Dorothy is for expressing a girlish heart. You know what I mean, Midnight? Am I being wrong?
En route, defeated the veracity by some means.
You're right. Then who is this en route? Do you know him?
En route.
Oh no. Fuck off.
Of
course she does. Everyone in the tavern knows that name. Long ago, its owner grew tired of jokes, cast aside his mask, and walked away.
No, you're right. It's just a thing Sparks created just now by saying it. No one does this IRL. Thank you. Thank God. For one second I was like, wait a minute, I have never heard of that before. I thought it had like the same implication of how Jane Doe is a name for a woman that is basically unknown. So I'm like, ah, okay, so basically Dorothy is a name for a girl who actually has a girlish heart. But apparently, yeah, she made it up. I'm saying it might be a reference to the Wizard of Oz. I see.
Some say he became a morning actor. Others say he jumped into IX's black hole.
That could be taken out of context. Just saying.
But none of that matters. What truly matters is that you have my unreal Sparks and Spark.
Of course it was you, the one who actually had lost the light bulb.
I knew it.
Yeah.
Give
Slap
it
her.
back, give it back. That's a big order my client wants immediately.
What do you mean, give it back? It just wandered off, and I happened to find it on the way, so I brought it home.
Man, I wanna slap her.
You want it? Here, take it now.
Absolutely not. Wait, right now? This doesn't sound like you at all.
Yeah, she doesn't want it because it wasn't really useful.
No. If it's a no, it's a no. Guess I'll keep it. Bye-bye.
Oh, you little shit. Of course.
Get back here!
How does she do that like a fucking ninja throwing a smoke bomb at the ground and just poofs out of thin air? Man, every fucking fool is a magician, is that it? They can vanish and appear in thin air?
You need to hire a private detective.
Oh, hey. Oh, hey, I like the way you think. Now that's the best time for marketing.
Hey!
Yes.
Can you catch her for me?
Of course. I'll have that thing returned to you safe and sound in half a day. But, in exchange, I'd like you to elaborate a bit more on what you were saying.
I knew it belonged to him. I mean, who else would she steal it from? There's only one idiot who actually falls for her bullshit all the time. Almost following her all the time like a puppy. She constantly actually abuses his everything, actually. His identity, his friendship, his stuff, as we just saw. Sparkle is a shit friend to have. Sparksy, I'm not sure if Sparkle... Actually, yes, Sparkle counts as that as well. I have Sparkle as a different figure in my mind because after everything that happened in 4.0, but at this point, since they merged together, I guess Sparkle and Sparksy are the same asshole now. Damn. I like that Sparkle. I didn't get to know her for too long, but that Sparkle was something. Too bad she's dead now. I'll miss her, you know. All fools can do that, I guess. They are all magicians.
Oh, so that's why you're here. Now, old Sempo's intel isn't cheap. Waiving the fee won't quite cut it, will it?
Name your price. Put it on Pearl's tab.
Man, at this point, I get the feeling that Asbel and Pearl for real they actually have something going on.
Just kidding. Money talks boring. Besides, the Astral Express and I go way back. Oh, and I wouldn't scam you two.
He wouldn't scam us too hard. Do you think someone will get a 5-star form? He will most definitely get one at some point. I believe that he will get. Hello, Fanyard, by the way. Welcome to the stream.
The en route you're looking for lives up to the name. There's nowhere he can't reach. Only places he hasn't been yet. He's the gold standard of the masked fools. He only shows up where he's least welcome. A morning actor's stage, a friend's wedding, even inside the Veracity's mouth. All for the sake of a good laugh.
So if we got the Veracity's mouth...
That lines up. Sounds like the origin of the legend. So, he's a friend of yours?
Not a chance! Back when old Senpo was still a kid, en route was already a name in the history books. He left the tavern during the Second Prosperity. They say after hearing 30 trillion jokes, he never laughed again.
Yeah, I wouldn't have laughed either. 33,550,336. No, 550,336 jokes later, I would have become a psychopath. I mean, there is the rumor of the SP sample later this version cycle, so yeah, I do believe in that still. I hope he does get a 5-star. People do like Sample, even though I don't like him much.
Before he left, en route said one thing that, at the time, no one cared about.
I swear I thought Sample had been talking about himself being en route at first because he was referencing a fool who cast aside his mask, which Sample did indeed do. Yeah.
Elation has been dead for a long time.
For a long time, huh? It has been for a long time. Well, shit. Wait a minute. If that's true, when did they die?
Where did he go after he left the tavern?
The tavern has 10,000 mouths, all telling different stories. All I know is this. He said he was headed for the true world's end. And then he vanished without a trace.
Did he went into the fucking world in canvas?
How do you know all this?
Oh, well, I have been there.
Oh, I've been around long enough to have my own channels. Just trust old Senpo.
Your own channel, sure.
And about catching Sparksy?
Leave it to me. I keep my word.
Can you poof out of here too? Oh, no, you're gonna walk away? Okay then. Forbidden deduction. What the f... En route is a fool who loves going to places where he isn't welcome. He left the tavern after the Second Prosperity, heading for the true world's end. I see. The thing is, if we say Aha is dead... If we say Aha is dead, it doesn't make sense. But if we say he's alive, it doesn't account for all these rumors about him. Aha was the one who set up the seal for the Veracity, as we learned in 4.2. The one who stole Envanencia. I just love hearing how he says Sampo. Yeah, he actually does say it very nicely. I will not disagree on that one. The voice acting is amazing.
See? You only need that 10% of the story to be true.
It is true that within the jokes, you know, a joke is half the truth. This is actually a Greek saying, a Greek verb.
What you said was really scary.
No, girly, that's fine. If the elation is dead, then it was dead long before anyone was here in this current day and age. So, what changed? Nothing. Huh.
So many unanswered questions about en route. He has to be tied to Asat Pramod somehow. But our leads at the tavern have run their course. Let's go pay a visit to another expert next.
Hmm?
Oh. Speak of the devil. Only a Cienjo general could have arranged something like this, I suppose.
Man, I genuinely thought it would not get any worse. Why are you here? Seeing Sparksy was shit enough. Then seeing Sample. And now I have you, all of them in the same fucking scene? Please tell me Herta will not appear too. Please. If that's true, what if Aha is alive, but not as a whole Eon? We already know that fools can cast aside their masks, which they then grow personalities. That is true. That is true indeed. Because she's about to tell you some very large lore dumps. She can email me the fucking lore dumps. I don't want to see her face, nor hear her voice. You missed a message sent. What? Oh, what if Aha isn't whole? There are many people who actually believe that Inhilax is a fragment of Aha and Asad Pramad too. Oh! Similar to how Iron Tomb actually came to be... No, Iron Tomb didn't really came to be from that. It was mostly... It was Amphorius that came to be, you know... Something that was cast aside by fucking Noose, so... Yeah. Similar to how Sparksy came to be. True.
I'm surprised as well. You've only just left Amphorius, and already you've managed to draw the attention of another Lord Ravager.
Miss Ron May? And Miss Ting Yoon?
We're here by General Yao Guang's request. It seems we arrived just in time. At first, I only came because the Shenzhou extended an invitation, and it seemed impolite to refuse. Now that I'm here, I see it was well worth the trip.
Thank goodness I actually got a wallpaper for my next thumbnail right before the stream ends. Oh my god. I'm so lucky. Also, why do you have to drink in a hologram in order to showcase yourself as if you are drinking at the bar? Whatever. This is a little bit too meta for me.
So, let me get to the point.
Before the stream ends, yes, we hit the 2-hour mark and I am actually exhausted, man. I am actually so exhausted. We are ending this early. Yeah, as I said yesterday, sorry to do this, but unfortunately, I haven't gotten any rest at all and I have been awake ever since 5 AM. Right now it's 9 PM. So... unfortunate today that I had also the vocal lessons, so yeah, we are ending very early, but yeah, I have to look after myself. I really can't stand Ron May. Me neither. This part of the tavern really actually gave me the like 1, 2, 3 punch. Fair enough, then just push on to the end of this part. I am, don't worry. Warmay is literally worse than Dottore. Yep.
Ouroboros has long been dead. Their death was merely buried beneath layers of secrecy.
Hardly surprising. They disappeared after the swarm disaster, and there are many different opinions on where they went.
Where's that light bulb? I need that light bulb now. Hear me out. Hear me out. Ouroboros died from walking away its own path. It ate so many fucking planets, it's actually got a stomach ache. I'm getting... Fuck. Fuck. I just realized I actually am getting affected by the fools in the fucking tavern. That really sounded like a dumbass joke a fool would do. Man, oh man, now I do want to kill myself. Masked fools. My one weakness. Okay, maybe not that I don't know how bad the Tori is, but she really sucks. Why does she have to be the character who looks the most like me? It's sad, Midnight, it's sad. Look, if Castoris is actually the bestest version of you, then you can tell, obviously, that Ron May is by all means your alter ego. Come on now. You cannot deny it. There is also Selenova, and for me, it's actually Nanook. When it comes to actual, you know, antagonists. Yeah. The Ouroboros stomachache, I can't. Nah, Dottore is worse because he literally became akin to a god. Ron May hasn't reached that part yet. She wants to become a neon, so I don't see that, you know, I don't see that much of a difference, Labrys. She's certainly trying through, though, Labrys. Exactly. Oh, I don't deny it. Yep. It just sucks. She certainly is, but Otori actually succeeded somewhat, where Ruin's still struggling. I hope she keeps struggling.
The Intelligentsia Guild claims the Veracity ate their fill and entered hibernation. I don't buy it. Those scholars are fond of post-meal naps themselves, likely just projecting their own habits.
Post-meal naps themselves. Hey, post-meal naps are the best. Shut up. Actually, let me take a couple of more, screenshots just to make sure that that glitching actually will not screw me up.
You seem surprisingly calm, which makes sense. After all, the shadow in your right hand is evidence as well. Why don't you tell everyone what happened to the Galaxy Rangers back on Von Walk?
Von Walk?
Von Walk?
Sprightly Von Walk. I've heard there's a particular phenomenon that occurs on that rainforest planet.
The relic is based from that planet, and I never read the lore on it. Now I feel like I should have. I can't imagine abandoning the cat cakes or hurting them like that. Yep. Both are well written, so yeah, that's what makes this intolerable. Infinity's Runway is #1 hater. I mean, she is it's her, alter ego, so. I never read the relic lore.
Plants multiply and grow and are then harvested like wild grass. A cycle repeating every few decades. Almost identical to the Phantas Moon games.
But how are the two connected? When you hear plants and growth, shouldn't that make you think of abundance? Huh. Wait.
Yep.
It seems you figured it out. By coincidence, abundance is another thing the two worlds have in common.
When coincidences pile up, they cease to be coincidences, Mr. Ashvale. No. Leader of the Rangers, Mr. La Mancha. Perhaps you could explain this to our nameless friend?
Back on Von Walk, I'd already long since stopped being a ranger. Your conjecture is basically correct, Miss Ron May. You're not the only genius to take life as a subject of study. By the time I arrived, the atavistic experiment was already approaching its final phase. Dr. Primitive had set his sights on an ancient leviathan.
He can go fuck himself.
Beneath Von Walk's surface, there also lay the remains of the Veracity.
Oh, by the way, Midnight, I did saw this Bazaar short, who was actually showcasing like some of the worst things that, some of the darker lore in HSR, and it's kind of bizarre how, like, one thing that it actually said, and I'm not even sure how many of these things were true because I don't remember the context that was given for them enough. Wait a minute, can I find it real quick? I wonder if I can find it. Give me but a sec. I don't think I can find it. Crap, that's sad. Well, it showed like this one case where basically the it had multiple, examples like this. It showed this one case about the banana virus actually also having like another part of it where people believe to also be the bananas. And it was implied that, you know, a banana has to be peeled first. I'm not sure how true that is. It's basically one of those darker aspects of the game that are not clear cut. Too bad I cannot find it. Damn. I'm sad for not being able to find it. Oh wait, in Pelacony they did talk about bananas that went extinct. Oh, bullshit! So the short video I watched had actual truths in it. Oh, motherfuck! Oh. Wait, now, you know what? Since this actually was somewhat confirmed by you, let me go find it real quick. I'm pretty sure it's probably on my other account. That's why I cannot find it in the PC. Give me but a sec. I watched it like only 2 days ago. It will not be that hard for me to track. It was a short, and shorts I do not watch much. So I do know that I will find it soon. Give me a sec. There we go. It's a size darker than you think. This is how it's called. Let me go find it real quick. Yeah. Found it. Found it. Found it. I'm pretty sure the guy actually uses AI voice bullshit, but you know what? Bear with me for that. Let me read the previous messages before we watch it real quick. In other words, this implies that has sealed veracity on more than one world, not just this one. I see. This lore is more complicated than algebra. Yeah. What is Aha really doing out there? Sealing veracity, enduring Nanook, blowing up the Express. He really feels like it should be connected somehow. Yep. Do I really need to reset your mind? Labris, take a breath. Anyways, maybe we're all being psyched out. No one thinks Aha has one single ultimate goal other than his own good pleasure, but what if he actually does? Maybe his goal is to protect humanity because that's the same as protecting Elasian to Aha. I guess? Wait, give me sound.
StarRail may seem like a space comedy, but closer look reveals horrifying details. Dr. Primitive didn't just conduct devolution experiments. He made half believe they were monkeys, the other half bananas. People ate each other, and bananas needed peeling first. Yaoshi is actually a monstrous being covered in hanging human heads. The Herald of Death's actual method of murder was literally smearing human flesh across walls like paint. Full Wish is essentially a laughing lump of flesh. When Hyacine merged into the sky, it was pure flesh and blood being embedded into it. And the thing Anaxa pulled out was actually his own heart. StarRail may...
Well, who gives a shit about Anaxa? But for everything else, some of these things they got right. I'm not sure if they got all of it right, but I'm pretty sure the one about the Aikini and the one about the, you know, the Herald of Death, they were right. Anyway, back to it.
You stopped him.
The Rangers stopped him. Back then, Mr. N was still human.
Oh, man. I mean, no one. He pulled out the core flame, which was functioning as his life force at that point. So not technically his card. True. That's why I didn't included it. I said the Aikini and you know, Herald of Death, not Anaxa.
Now, deep beneath Ahatopia, another corpse of the Leviathan lies buried. If I'm not mistaken, there are countless other worlds carrying out the same ritual. Aha sealed Ouroboros' body among the stars, suppressed it with abundance, siphoned the power of the Path of Veracity, and called it a game.
What?
This is what people call the Phantasmoon Games.
Uh-huh. Why would they do such a thing?
They're trying to feed the veracity with laughter.
You may remember, the Express once delivered a Leviathan's carcass to me. That wasn't the only one in my collection. By arranging remains from different eras in sequence, I discovered something rather intriguing. At a certain moment over 1,000 Amber eras ago, just as Akifili began traveling in pursuit of their ideal, all creations of the Veracity lost the same organ. Their taste buds.
What does that imply?
The purpose of consumption changed. Be they spawns, depth crawlers, or void song whales, their genetic markers encoding gustatory organs vanished entirely. Creatures walking the path of veracity became nothing more than biological black holes, consuming without discrimination.
Wow.
This was not natural evolution. Through the simulated universe, I identified the point of divergence in history. A concept had disappeared from the path of veracity. Consider this. What do taste buds provide?
Joy. Elation.
Yummy flavors?
Precisely.
Yeah, well, that was a little bit more straightforward. I was talking about more concept-wise, but okay.
Savoring something's aftertaste is an act of elation.
So I was correct.
So Aha stole the original Prima Mobile of the Veracity?
Aha stealing Ouroboros, injuring Nanook, and blowing up the train have to be connected. The train literally crashed on Ahatopia, like this is not a coincidence. There is a reason behind all of this. Did I not read all that a couple of lines ago? Wait a minute. Or did I read that last and I forgot that I did read it? Sorry. Yes, you got it there. Mm-hmm.
The simulated universe proves nothing on its own, but the primal desires of life have always been entangled. Think of it as my intuition. The conflict between the eons of elation and veracity stretches all the way back to primordial times.
You wanna know something, Midnight? It's actually kind of ironic how Ruan Mei, just like Castoris, actually also wears these long sleeve gloves. I don't think it's a coincidence anymore. Yeah, you did. I just added the fact that the train crashing on Ahatopia is what really makes me think this. Yep. What if Aha is literally born from the Veracity's tongue? What? But Aha took the tongue away. Aha is literally a big ass tongue. What?
How many people know about this?
I don't think anyone except you in the room right now, and perhaps Herta. Perhaps Skrulam too, why not?
There used to be 2. I only told Yu Qing 2. Now, there are 5. After this, I can't be sure.
Exploit the old conflict between Aha and Ouroboros to ignite a divine war, or allow intersecting paths to devour one another.
Damn.
Of the 3 known ways to kill an Eon, the Arcadia fulfills at least 2. Now who still thinks Asap Ramad is here on vacation?
But you still haven't explained where it came from.
Aha must have existed before the Veracity in order to steal its premium mobile. Yep. Which means the elation existed on some level in both paths. Maybe Aha took the elation from Veracity to make absolutely sure they were severed. Ah. True.
You mean the shadow?
The more we learn about Aha and literally the nihility and now the veracity and the distraction. Aha really sounds like the abused girlfriend. What the fuck? Ugh. Man, Collider, I've sent a video that proves my point that Aha is the tongue since Aha made this video in DMs. Man, look, I know we're having fun and all, but I am actually tired. I know I'm stalling, but only because I am bantering about the revelation of this. Please don't overdo it with the memes, please. It's 30 seconds long. Okay. Oh man, I am actually dizzy, not gonna lie. General Jingche has taken office a higher rank. Oh, I remember these little animations. I've missed a lot of them. I used to actually react to all of them at one point, especially back in Amphorius. Remember those midnight? Okay, we're gonna check this. Wow. Yo, what the? Now that is interesting. Jingche really became the next general. Congrats. Didn't they become an Eon when laughing so hard after a baby fell that they ascended? I don't know, I saw that somewhere. Somewhat, not exactly that. We know that overlapping paths can merge into one, and maybe Aha did not want that to happen. I see. Yes, that is the myth of their origin. I like how they turned Jingche's hair white, because we all know she cannot be a general without white hair. They knew what they were doing.
It has nothing to do with Funmark.
Oh?
Call it a twist of fate. This isn't my first encounter with the Astral Express, nor my first time dealing with a Lord Ravager.
Wait, when did you meet the Astral Express again?
When my home was destroyed by Zulo. I had a brief encounter with a former navigator.
I keep forgetting that you're fucking old. Who was Zulo, by the way? I keep forgetting who Zulo is as well. Zulo was a Lord Ravager of the Undermother Legion and an emanator of destruction. I see. Devoured by Asphale's shadow during Operation Zulo. Ah. Hello, JCs. Welcome to stream. Okay, log in because this is about to be insane. Lord Ravager of Destruction, I think. Lord Ravager that was recently killed before game. Recently? But he did got the chance to destroy his planet.
A navigator of the Express?
Yes. Starseer, I see. He'd already retired by then.
Of course. Oh, Elio. Oh, man. He has met Elio. Goddamn.
He was the one who told me about the shadow. According to IC, it was one of many remnants left behind when the Express first carved paths along the edges of the cosmos.
Like how Shulu, the Emanator of Abundance, was recently killed by Blade before the game. This is the part I didn't quite understand and I am still trying to process after this. He was the one who told me about the shadow. According to IC, it was one of the many remnants left behind when the Express first carved paths along the edges of the cosmos.
I led the Rangers to suppress the shadow and devised the plan to assassinate Zulo. But I never learned why it was there in the first place.
It? You mean, oh, the veracity.
Don't you find it strange, Mr. Ashvale?
Strange?
When coincidences pile up, they cease to be coincidences. Like an experiment with results that are too perfect, it's enough to send a chill down your spine. If you don't mind, let's walk through the whole thing once more. Earlier, what did you two uncover in the tavern?
Someone suspected to be a Sat Pramod knew about the Veracity's secret. Before disappearing, he said he was headed for the end of the world.
And then? Who did he say the shadow belonged to?
A former navigator. The shadow was a remnant left behind when he charted the cosmos.
If the world's end isn't the tavern, then where is it?
I don't know if anyone can answer that question. Not even Akivilli.
I love how it doesn't have a name or anything, just pure silence. Let me think about that for a second. Akivilli. The world's end. Shit, I'm too tired. Fuck. My mind actually hurts a lot. I cannot think. Damn.
Wait. Don't tell me.
En route only goes where he isn't welcome. After leaving the tavern, he went to the Astral Express.
Huh?
The detective game is over.
Oh, bullshit. Lord Ravager Sat Pramad is back. The laughter, but his joke. En route heading for the True World's End, Astral Express, having a long time old friend. En route was Aha? En route destroy. En route blow up the express. No, I'm mixing things up. I'm pretty sure I'm mixing things up now. Don't worry, both Midden and I are confused here as well. Like, are they literally saying that Icy was a disguise of Asat Pramad? Like, that really sounds like what they're saying here. And for the IE to be the world's end, the Astral Express to be the world's end, that does make sense. Because we are racing towards the finality, like at full speed. Trailblaze heads forward. Or no, wait, I see, it wasn't a Sat Pramad, en route was... Yeah! That's the thing. It doesn't make sense. It wasn't Icy, it was en route who was a Sat Pramad. That makes sense. En route went to the Express when Icy was still there. Like, is this saying that the Sat Pramad was originally nameless or traveled on the Express? Was it a Pramad IC or... No. Definitely IC was not a Sat Pramad. That much I do believe. En route being a Sat Pramad, now that makes sense. And that's the time when Asheville knew the Express. This music actually became... Oof. Oh no. We were caught in his trap.
I have to say, not many people can make me change my plans.
Okay, let's try again. I need to pay more attention now. He was the one who told me about the shadow. According to Icy, it was one of the many remnants left behind. I let the manager suppress the shadow and devise the plan to assassinate Zulo. But coincidences pile up, they cease to be coincidences. I can explain it with results that are too perfect. If I don't mind, let's walk through the whole thing once more. Okay, here we go again. Someone suspected to be a Satpramad, en route the fool. There we go. So that was the truth. Someone, en route the fool, suspected to be a Satpramad, knew about the Voracity secret. That it's in slumber, I guess. Before disappearing, he said he was headed for the end of the world, the Astral Express. And who did he say the shadow belonged to? Starseer Icy. The shadow was a remnant left behind when he charted the cosmos. And route only goes where he isn't welcome. After leaving the tavern, he went the Astral Express. Shit. Icy can't be Elio either unless he's immortal, because this was long ago. I believe he's immortal. It doesn't make sense that he wouldn't be immortal. But he could be a family member of Elio's, or still Elio, just immortal. Yeah, I believe that. Midnight, how much do you want to bet Collider won't finish before the next new hour? I mean, it depends how much more is there. I was hoping that this scene would have been the end of it, but turns out we are kind of taking a long time. Also, his arm is actually starting to go fuzzy. Oh, funny too. What I'm confused about mostly is if Enroute is said to be the one to take Voracity's tongue, then that's not Aha. Aha didn't do it, unless Asad Pramad is part of Aha. This scene is about to end, I see. Too much theory crafting. I mean, we did got a lot here.
Whether in the past or present, you've always been one of them.
So, it is you.
Wait, the Astral Express. Oh shit! Himeko isn't safe! Fuck! Oh no! No!
Oh. You know how it is, kid. I've always enjoyed arriving uninvited.
Asad Pramad's mask? Man.
Pearl said she would arrange a ferry to pick us up at the Seafeld City dock. The place we're going to holds clues about Graphia? Really?
Sad des fools. You sure is des fools. You're about to have a break here.
A model passenger.
That's
we
good.
Wish you a pleasant journey.
That's good to know. It's a good stopping point. We're really good at, you know, we really got past a decent part of what we had, you know, going for us. Forbidden deduction. Deduction comes after the click. Head to the tavern and investigate clues about Asad Pramad. He was always there. He was always there. He could have stopped us any time. He just decided to stop us right as we were on the right track. As long as we were not in the right track, he was not giving a shit. You are, however, on the edge of unlocking a new area, so it's a perfect time to stop then. I mean, I don't want to get to a new area only to feel intrigued to continue. It's better for me to not see the new area, you know? I will continue tomorrow, and hopefully tomorrow I'll be far more rested, okay? I know it's early, but I have been streaming for 2.5 hours. That was the whole reason of, you know, starting the stream early anyway. So technically speaking, I didn't really cut any streaming time. It was a long day for me, so yeah. Midnight. Labris, thank you so much for dropping by. I truly appreciate it. As usual. Onyard, Jesse's, thank you as well. Thank you everyone. Jacob, I think you also dropped by as well. V, thank you as well, my friend. I'll see you guys tomorrow, okay? It is, relatively speaking, a short patch. We haven't actually bothered too much with actually, you know, being quick about, you know, our progression, but it is, well, again, it's what I do. It's necessary for us to actually talk things out, especially when it comes to big plot points, you know what I mean? Anyway, bye-bye. Have a good day. See ya, stay safe, bye-bye.